my son was born in 2003, and we had him diagnosed by approximately 2.5 years old. And when he was 12 years old, this was recent, this past year, he actually figured out, based on an article we read in the New York Times Magazine, he had asked questions. It was a whole thing about autism. And he asked me what we felt when we found out that he had autism. And as we've always been honest with him, I was able to tell him that at the time I thought it was the worst day in my life, but was able to look him right in the face and also tell him that, truthfully, with hindsight, it was absolutely the best day of my life because of the services we were able to take advantage of. And we're talking about a boy who's in junior high school, who's mainstream, who is obviously on the high end of the spectrum. But if we weren't able to diagnose it, I can't imagine what his life would be like. One other thought was one of the simple points of view that were pointed out by some of the early intervention teachers. The word normal, which we all know that I guess that there's nobody normal in this world. We were taught to use the word typical when either discussing something with ourselves or discussing something with him or his older siblings, a sister and a brother. So anytime we were going to try and determine whether or not something he was doing was associated with the autism, we were able to literally look at it and say, was this a typical thing going on for a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old or a 9-year-old boy? And it just gave us a different perspective. It's made all the difference in the world.